Okay, we're going to start the inside part of our pre-trip. We drive a transit bus, which means the engine's on the inside of the bus. So I'm going to open that up now, and then I'm going to talk about my oil. It is in good condition, no leaks, and not damaged. And it's at the proper level. My coolant is at the proper level, good condition, and no leaks. My alternator is secure, not cracked, damaged, or broken. The wires are tight, not cut, worn, or frayed, no missing nuts or bolts, and it is belt driven. The water pump is secured, not cracked, damaged, or leaking, no missing nuts or bolts, and it is belt driven. My power steering unit, it is secured, not cracked or damaged, no missing nuts or bolts, not leaking, and it is gear driven. My air compressor is secured, not cracked or damaged, no leaks, and it is also gear driven, no missing nuts or bolts. My belts and hoses are secured, not cracked or damaged. The hoses are not leaking, no missing nuts or bolts. And then my belts, they are secured, not cut, worn, or frayed. And then the belt deflection is no more than 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. Then you're gonna turn the bus to the accessory position, and then turn on your dome lights.
Bus.
Alrighty, next we're going to talk about our aisle. The metal strips are secured all the way down, no missing screws, and they are not hanging up from the aisleway. My seats are secured to the floor, no missing nuts or bolts. My cushions, the bottoms and the backs are secured. You would check all the seats until the examiner would tell you to stop. Your emergency exits, you have 3 emergency exit windows on each side of the bus. They are properly labeled. They open and close easily, and when you open them, the buzzer will sound. Then your roof hatch, it is properly labeled. When you open it, the buzzer will sound. And you're only going to demonstrate how to open the roof hatch. And to do that, you would turn the red knob to exit, push up on the red knob, and then push up on the roof hatch. And it opens and closes easily. Walking towards the back of the bus, you're going to point out your child check system. It's in place, it is not missing. Our back door, it is properly labeled. When you open it, the buzzer will sound, and it opens and closes easily. And then going back up front, you're going to point out your student dome lights. The lenses are in place, they are the proper color, and they are working, no missing screws. Then as you come back up front, you're going to talk about your emergency equipment. You have your 3 reflective triangles and your spare fuses if needed. They are secured, not missing. Your first aid kit, your body fluid kit are secured, not missing. Your fire extinguisher, which is charged at 10 BC, it is fully charged, secured, not cracked, not missing. And then as you sit down in your seat, you're going to reach for your seatbelt cutter. It is secured, not missing, and it's within my reach. And then I'm going to look at my mirrors. They are secured, not cracked or damaged. They are properly clean, and they are properly adjusted to me, which is including my student mirror. My windshield is not cracked or damaged. It is clean. There's no illegal stickers or any obstructions to interfere with my view. And now I'm going to perform a safe start. To do that, you're going to have your bus in neutral. Parking brake is set, and then you would start the bus. Make sure you wait till the wait to start light does go off, which it has. So I'm going to start the bus. And then your ABS light will go out, which it just has. Next, I'm going to talk about my heating controls. I have my foot warmer on and off, my main heat on and off, my defrost low, medium, and high. And you're going to reach up into the windshield and make sure that the blowers are working. Your fresh air on and off, driver heater high, low, off, heat pump on, off. Your student heat, talk about these switches one at a time. You got your front heater high, low, off, front heater high, low, off, rear heater high, low, off, and then rear heater high, low, and off. Then you're going to work your way to the instrument panel. You got your fuel gauge, which is at the proper level, your oil gauge, which should be at 40 psi, your RPM gauge, and your speedometer, your front and rear air brake gauges, which should be between 120 and 140 psi, your volts should be between 12 to 14 volts, and then your engine temp should be from 170 to 210 degrees. Next, you're going to work your way down to the headlight switch. Turn it on. You're going to look in your mirrors and see that your low beams are working properly. Then you're going to activate your high beams. Your high beams are working properly in your mirrors and also on the indicator on the dash. And then if you look up at your light monitor, you can tell that your tail lights are working. Next, you're going to demonstrate your turn signals one at a time. You got your left, your right, your four-way hazards. They are all working properly in the mirrors, on the indicator, on the light monitor, and on the indicator. And then your horn, it works properly. Next, you're going to work your way to the windshield wipers. The switch is working properly. My wipers are in good condition. The fluid is working, and my wipers are attached to the arms. My student dome light switches, I'm going to shut those off and indicate that they are working properly. My defrost fans, low and high, I'm going to keep those on. Other one, low and high. My student door, shut it, and then the door is working properly. My student warning light switches, we're going to mention that your warning light master switch is activated. Your warning light start switch, when you activate that, your amber student warning lights will come on the light monitor, on the outside of the bus looking in your mirrors, and then on your indicator. When you open the door, your ambers will switch to reds from the indicator, the light monitor, and then looking outside in my mirrors, I can see that my lights have switched to reds. And then my stop arm has also fully extended. The lights are working properly, and the stop arm is fully extended. And then when I shut the door, my lights and stop arm will disengage. My emergency warning light override switch, it is working properly. My stop arm does come out, and I can see that it's working from the outside of my mirrors, my light monitor, and my indicator. And we would use this override switch in case the warning light start switch did not work properly, or if we saw an emergency on the road. And then our noise suppression switch, when you activate that, it does shut off all the electrical items on the inside of the bus. When you turn it back on, everything comes back on. You're going to shut your fans off. Your strobe light is working properly. Mirror defrost is working properly. Your video control box, the lights are all working properly. And then your seat belt, it is secured from top to bottom, no missing nuts or bolts. When you pull out your seat belt, it latches securely, and then the belt is not cut, worn, or frayed. Next, I'm going to perform my parking brake test, or no, my service brake test. I'm going to place the bus into drive, make sure that the parking brake is set, and then I am going to accelerate, and the bus does not move, so my parking brake is working. With the bus in drive, I'm going to release the parking brake to test the service brake. I'm going to accelerate no more than 5 miles per hour, stop. The service brake does stop the bus, so it is working properly, and the bus did not shift side to side. Place the bus back into park, put the bus in neutral, and then this includes the pre-trip inspection on the inside of the bus. Next, I'm going to do my air brake test. With the bus started, I'm going to pump down my brakes to approximately 90 psi. And then I'm going to hit the high idle switch to let the air governor build back up, and then the governor is going to kick out between 120 to 140 psi, and then you will hear a psh sound. Looking at my gauges, and I can see that my needle is rising between the 120 and 140 psi, so I can tell that my air governor is working properly. We are still waiting for the psh sound, and there it is. So next I'm going to shut off the bus, and I have 3 steps here. I'm going to turn the ignition back to the on position. I'm going to release the parking brake with my foot on the service brake. And then as my gauges reset, I'm looking at my air gauge to make sure I do not lose no more than 3 psi in a minute's time. And then you would ask the examiner to time you. Then once time is up, you're going to say I did not lose 3 psi in a minute's time. And then you're going to pump down your brakes to approximately 60 psi. And then the warning light and the buzzer will activate. Alright, my warning lights and buzzers have sounded at approximately 60 psi. I'm going to continue to pump down my brakes to approximately 40 psi, and then my parking brake should pop out. And the parking brake has popped out at approximately 40 psi, so my air brakes are working properly. And this includes my test, and then I will start the bus back up. And then hit the high idle switch to let the air build back up.